continuing this investigation. Now, as in the last one, you got the Buddha, you got the Baphomet, and the Buddha sat. Obviously, the Buddha sat in a cross-legged position, and this one sat in a cross-legged position and all. On most of the depictions anyway, on this one he's on a chair. Like, you see the two kids looking up, and this medical thing, Caduceus medical sign. So it's talking about the new future. This was only unveiled in 2015. This so you see that this is the new future, what they want for the new generations of children to be looking up at this thing. They call them serenity and reason. So obviously they think it's by turning these kids into trances, it makes them, these things. So you can see how it's the whole concept behind all religions, right? Is basically transgenderism. Eunuchry was the first we had developed, when the first started doing this thing, obviously to cut the parts off, right? And that was seen to create like a peaceful nature in the people or something, like unwarlike. And just of course the true meaning behind it is to get rid of the abilities to procreate children, which basically makes it's easier for them to eliminate the Western peoples, If you notice, read Daffy Duck, Buffy Duck, or Buffy Buck. Now, if you know the book is referring to the sort of black man. Now, he's black, the black duck. He's Buffy Duck, and this was effeminate. If you've seen the character, as you see there, species American black duck. Species American black duck. And basically, he was an effeminate. This character is always like spitting and all that. He was like a eunuch. He's like a eunuch duck. So it's Buffy Buck. That relates to this. So you get Buck Rogers. You can see the jerk. You can see that name is a jerk, Buck Rogers. These originally came out in 1929 from Buster Crabbe or something. You can see the idea of Buck Rogers in the 25th century or something. It's like the modern man. What it's talking about is like the modern man, like the Kalergi man is the new man is the Egyptian. Originally started as a serial, right? Buster Crabbe. You see his name again, you've got the BBB 666. Good in that, Buster Crabbe. And was in Tarzan, right? King of the Congo. Jungle man, king of the jungle, Tarzan the Fearless. So basically, you can see what was going on. Obviously, this Buster Crabbe looks pretty Jewish like. Serials was basically, we used to call them Saturday morning serials. Saturday morning serials where people would go to cinemas to watch. You see how Satan again becomes sat by the feet. sat in a cross-legged position and all that. Yeah. So again, it's just the aspects of religious worship, sat. And of course this one, where they call it, it's the sixth planet. They call it Saturn. And obviously supposed to have that thing, and this is where they get the white brimmed hats. Where they wear the white brimmed hats. Because basically it's like a hidden code, right? Probably the majority of them don't even know why they're doing it. It's just become like established in our society, what we live in, Of course, the turn, see, is the transition. So the turn is the transition from medical. And then you have medical, you have Kali. Kali, the Indian goddess. So all the same. Transition and the transformation is always the thing in the drugs. Yoga, which is the drugs. Medicine, drugs, all that stuff. You're talking about the hidden code that exists behind it all. Running a decapitated head, which again referred to the dickhead. Decapitated dickhead. You catch the blood, in a bowl or something. So crazy stuff. Of course now it's all scientific, as opposed to like a sort of brutal, festival or whatever you call it. But that's what they celebrate. Now these Hindus celebrate their festivals all the time. They're celebrating being transes, as opposed to normal, So it's like, you wonder what ones didn't understand it. You see Hanuman Kala is distinct from Kala Black. Again, black idea, Of course, you have your Hollywood Day thing. Of course, it's well known. It's run by the Jews, and it's all Jewish. But basically, you got here medical, and Moor. Moor is the black Saracens or the Muslims. Now the gene is the genetics. They say Muslims are pure by descent. Again, you have the 6-6. The rebuy thing, the rebuy. Now the rebuy, Burbas, hermaphroditic, body in both male and female qualities. So talking about that, obviously all these Hollywood peoples, when they're going spiritual transformation, it's become being a trans. No one with a medi good, no medical. Yeah. Tina Turner, right? Again, hermaphrodite type thing, not bush city limits, so it's got nuts and a bush. And anti, which means reverse. And the Turner, which means turned into a trans. And I mean bollocks. Of course, now why they say a thing, see it with bull in the Judaism thing, in Egypt and all this, and see it with cow in the Hinduism, cattle. It's because this is where they got the original medicines from, They used the testicles to basically create the Prussian. The first Prussians would change their gender. And of course, when you have to practice things like this on animals, neutering and stuff like that, So that's to do with fertility and power, it's to do with power over obviously a bull or a cattle, right? So basically you can take the bull, cut its testicles off, and give it hormones, they do all this type of stuff, ones that want to stud and they make, create more babies, they give obviously hormones and stuff. And obviously if they get one, they want a eunuch. They can, castrate them, eunuch them and all that, right? So you can see why it's the sacred bull and the sacred cow and all that. It's just basically like a farm practice, an agricultural practice or something. Coming from a very primitive culture of like India or Africa, something like that. It's like, it's simple as. Then from that they started to turn people into the same thing. Use the same practices on people. So they had to come up and invent a potion, a medicine that could do it. And obviously over the hundreds of years and that they've created a proper medical treatment that they could do. To turn people into trances and all that. So you see, basically it's how Christ had divinity and all that. Basically a divinity that refers to cows and oxen. Again, like all these type of cows, or the oxen running around on the fields of African plains and stuff like that. Basically the die refers to the duality, the duality of, again, like the union of opposites. Of course, this particular character is one. You see it here. Abraham was someone to do with a body. The language never understood by Jews to imply that God is gender specific. So it can be out, basically, like the different ones, the different religions have different names and different genders and everything for their gods. It's all the same thing. It's basically medical practice. It's hidden secret. Total hidden secret. See what other names with Shekinah, embodying divine presence, compassion and nurturing in the world. Again, the compass the idea, it's again that this sort of idea of going to different lands to dwell or settle without gender associations. So you're talking about the idea of being a wanderer and a nomad and that type of thing, like applies have no nation state, no country, and also have no identity as a gender. That's their religion, that's their religion. Compassion, justice and healing, it's like a juice. Idea of drinking juice. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the Exodus 32, like on the Masonic. Basically showing their allegiance to serving the Exodus to the Israelites. Then obviously the calf, right? Metcalf. Metcalf is a popular name. The cult of the bull. Freemasonry. Again, Baphomet, Metcalf. This to me would be the difference between being a Jew and a Freemason. The Abraham monotheist who worshipped the one God, unlike later Israelites who engaged in bull or calf worship. So I'd say the later Israelites is Freemason. The original Abrahamist is a Jew. worship the one God means you actually know the source of the worship. If you understand what I'm saying.